Hi everyone, this is Chris, your keeper, hopping in here. Just to give you a heads up, this episode is mainly a mechanics episode. I was in the old edit bay, and we talked to mainly Megan and Mitchell about some level up stuff, some character, some playbook stuff, and it ended up being a pretty healthy chunk. So I decided to make this just the level up episode. Think of it as a session 0.5. We talk all about a lot of character options that they can take before we jump into Mystery 2. So then episode 14, which I'm going to get up as soon as possible, probably within less than 2 weeks, will be the start of Mystery 2. So if you like the mechanic stuff of Monster of the Week, you like to hear our banter, feel free to listen to today's episode. I just want to give you a heads up. There won't be a lot of narrative or mystery stuff in this one. So if you prefer that kind of content, just give me a little more time, and Mystery 2 will be debuting very, very soon. Thank you all so much. We love you, and have a great day. Take care of yourself out there. Hi, everyone. We are back with our hunters. Last episode, we ended with our end of mystery experience. So if you haven't already written down two experience points, please do. I believe at least one of you leveled up, so I would like to do that before we do anything else, because you might ask your fellow players some choices of what you want to take. So who has leveled up, if any of you? Is that a hand raised from Megan? Okay. Oh, very, very coy hands are being raised. Mitchell and Megan. Darius, Hal did not level up?
It looks to me like if you're saying I marked 2 more experience, I'm still 1 shy of the next level.
I think you did level... Megan and Mitchell, I believe you leveled up. Darius, a.k.a. Hal, you did not level up, if everyone's correctly here. So let whoever wants to go first, Rikki or Chandler. I'll edit out that silence because, of course, I remember Chandler's name. Who would like to go first? Let's, you can ask the table for suggestions. If you don't know what you want to take, consider the previous mystery and something maybe you wish you had, or an ability, because there's a lot of abilities you could choose from. So there's so many. Who amongst you would like to go first?
Go for it, Rikki.
I would love to.
Okay.
Nothing would make me happier than to go first.
Great.
That's so great that it's going to work out that way then.
Yeah.
So you didn't go over your experience, right? So you got a full...
I filled in all 5 squares, which
Okay.
I'm assuming means then I can make them all blank.
Correct.
And I'm leveled up.
You didn't get like an extra point that rolls over to the next.
No.
Okay.
No.
Great. So let's walk through this for new players, as I like to do. You've already selected +1 to your cool. You do have a max of a +2, so you could take that again if you wanted to. You have a choice of adding 1 to your charm, adding 1 to your sharp, adding 1 to your tough. You could take another gumshoe move, the ones that you haven't selected so far. You can gain a haven, which we can discuss what that entails. You kind of you have a place where you live, but it's not a haven. A haven can get you. It's like a headquarters for the 3 of you.
No, I need to stay with my boys.
Well, they could stay there too. It would just be like...
that's it. No, that's...
Great. You could add 4 additional...
It might be a 2-bedroom.
Consider that. That is an option, and we would just come up with the narrative reason why.
In-unit laundry, I guess. It just feels like maybe we should see the haven first.
Yeah, good call.
Wouldn't you have showed me the haven? I can't see getting a place without you showing me a space.
Is there a Zillow URL for that haven?
Before we get too far down in character, you, the player, Megan, can select the haven, and then we can decide how you get it.
Oh,
If that's
okay.
what you want to pick.
I want no haven.
Okay. You could also pick 4 additional or new contacts for Naked City. As you and I have established, we're kind of rolling as we go, the contact types. We've picked film and television so far for Gary Olderman, right? You have 3 more from your first bucket. You can get 4 more buckets, giving you a total of 8 contact types. That's an option. You could also add an extra harm box on the dying side.
Well,
if you wanted to.
Wow.
You did take a few hits. You took a few hits, so that's worth considering.
So instead of 4, how many would I have?
So it would add 5 on the dying side, and 1 more on the dying side.
1 box is equal to a haven?
Listen, I didn't make the book, you know.
Okay, I'm just asking the real questions.
Yeah, that's the choice you have in front of you.
Does it seem low or high as an extreme grade to you, Megan?
It seems very high.
Wait, which one?
I think I could do a quarter of a harm box, death box, dying box for a whole two bedroom in-unit laundry. Wow. A full extra box? You might as well give me the moon.
Can I counter why that is a fair trade? Can't use the haven when a monster's biting your face off.
I can use a box when a monster's biting my face off. Also, would that just be making out?
Listen, you know, tomato, let's call the whole thing off.
Okay, it's off.
Can't you hide? But you can hide in a haven.
You could hide in a haven, that's true. And you wouldn't need that extra box.
I guess you'd still have to get the monster to release its.
If the haven's in Long Beach,
face.
And we're fighting in Santa Clarita, it's going to take me so long to get to that haven.
That's true.
For those who don't know the state of California, it's in Southern California.
So since this is the time in our game where we talk about this stuff, here's what the haven gives you. Let me move my page here so I'm talking to my mic properly. The haven. When you have set up a haven, a safe place to work. Sorry. You have set up a haven, a safe place to work. Pick 3 of the options below for your haven. So I'm just going to read these to you really quickly, just to get an idea of what the haven could be. A lore library. When you hit the books, take +1 forward to investigate the mystery. Mystical library. If you use your library's occult tomes and Lorelai Gilmore? Lorelai. Mystical library. If you use your library's occult tomes, that's an accurate impression of Lorelai's mom. If you use your library's occult tomes and grimoires, preparing with your tomes and grimoires, take +1 forward to use magic. Great for Chandler.
Whoa.
Protection spells. Your haven is safe from monsters. They cannot enter. Again, you have to pick from this list. Monsters might be able to do something special to evade the wards, but not easily. Armory. You get a stockpile of weapons. Infirmary. You can heal people, so you have to go to the hospital or ER. Workshop. Or urgent care, depending on your health insurance situation, right? You have a safe workshop. You have a space for building and repairing guns, cars, and other gadgets. Oubliette. This room is isolated from every kind of monster, spirit, and magic that you know about. Anything you stash in there can't be found, can't do any magic, and can't get out. Panic room. This has essential supplies and is protected by normal and mystical means. You can hide out there for a few days, safe from pretty much anything. Lastly, magical laboratory. You have a mystical lab with all kinds of weird ingredients and tools useful for casting spells, aka big magic.
Wow.
That is the haven. And haven's a big get, but obviously I can already tell there's going to be some role play in determining where this is and how you get it. But as a game mechanic, Megan, if you select that, you get it. We just decide how you get there and what you pick.
Yeah, I don't really see anything useful about getting a haven. So
it's got a lab.
But I mean, I like that. Can I just compliment all 3 of you? You are already thinking in terms of your character, and that is a wonderful thing to consider. Is like, does this make sense for our characters? I would say the instinct is like, if we want a haven, you can get it, and we decide on the other side. But if you feel like, I don't think we would be able to have a haven now, that's a fine choice too, if you decide to go that way.
Am I the only one who has this option?
I believe you have it. I believe the expert has it. There might be a new playbook that has access to it, but not everyone has this option on Level Up. Correct.
Chris, I have a question. This is producer Mac.
Hi, Mac.
A lot of those, hi, Chris, hi, Keeper Chris. Some of those havens that could be chosen from have those +1s. Some of them apply to you have to be on the premises. Do those +1s only apply when you're at the haven?
That's a great question, Mac. Thank you for asking. Most of them only apply when you're there. I would say, I'm looking at them right now. All of them are when you're at the haven.
Gotcha.
Yes. Unless you were to some reason take a book out of some of your libraries, I'd allow that. But almost all these things about the Haven, you have to be at your Haven to use. It's your Haven.
Okay, so what you're saying is this is like real life. I'm the coolest person when I'm in my personal bedroom, and when my character's at the Haven, they're the coolest person in their room?
Sure. You're the coolest person in your Havens.
I see.
Does the Haven have any of the novelizations of Gilmore Girls?
I believe that is, sorry, I forgot to mention that. The last option for Haven is the entire novelizations of all Gilmore Girls episodes, including the Netflix series that we don't find too good.
I really feel like you're trying to get me to get a Haven.
I don't think you should do it, Megan.
A very classic GM thing is to be clear that information is not persuasion. I was just laying out the information so you have a full understanding of the options in front of you. Yeah. But I mean, Mac brings up a good point. It doesn't help you in the field, which you oftentimes are. So it's negative, right? You have to be at the Haven to get all its benefits.
Right. If we put the Haven in San Diego, I'm not getting there for days.
Right. That's a 2-3 hour trip, right? It with good traffic, right?
Even worse, what if it's in Phoenix, you know?
Right.
Do you have property in Phoenix, Hal?
I might. There's so many real estate deals that are in the liminal space right now. That on a given day, I very well might. Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to say I have a Haven. It's not nice the fact that I would never use it.
So just for our listeners, we are considering having you commute from Phoenix to the LA area for a mystery. Perhaps. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that's what we're looking at.
It's not my preference. It just seems like it would be really inconvenient if it were there.
I mean, okay, for those who don't know where Phoenix is to LA, particularly Southern California, they are both closer to the west side of a map of the United States.
What is the drive time from Phoenix to LA?
About 6.5 hours.
Is it really?
About.
Because that's Vegas. You can have it in Vegas, too.
It's faster to Vegas.
Is it really?
Yeah, Vegas is like 4.
No.
4.5. 4.5
depends
tops.
who's driving. And then we're getting that bullet train someday.
Well, I mean, as true listeners might know about my life, I was in Yosemite for part of this recording. So Yosemite is a 6-hour drive. You can have your Haven up there, you know.
Wow.
Would I need a national park pass for that Haven?
You'll be on the list.
Oh.
I'll add a little extra denotation. You don't have to. You can get in for free.
Okay, now that is tempting.
But just on Trump's birthday, right?
Exactly. So, to bring it all back around, Megan.
Okay, are there any other options I haven't heard yet? So far I could add numbers to my stats. For the cool, tough skills, I could do that. I could get a Haven. I could add another box towards my dying category, which I would use because I love a little bit of mischief. You know, it's interesting. I know, Hal, you have access to other playbook moves. I guess, Rikki, you don't. At least not here. But you could add the Postman Always Rings twice, which is another gumshoe move. Twice per mystery. As long as you follow your code, you may re-roll a roll. The Long Goodbye, you can't die with an open case, which you and I talked about that one at length, which is interesting. Asphalt Jungle, you heal faster than normal people. Anytime your harm gets healed, you heal 1 harm extra. You can be a hacker. The classic, just one more thing. You can ask a leading question, and you have some cool questions there. Speaking of your question, Darius, earlier, this is one of the custom moves that has hold. So you would have hold with this move, with just one more thing. So those are all on the table as well, Rikki.
What are the questions for just one more thing?
Just one more thing. When you ask a suspect leading questions, roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, hold 2. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. On a miss, hold 1, but something bad is going to happen too. You spend your hold 1 for 1 to ask questions from this list. Investigate the mystery question. You can ask, was that a lie? Was it something you left out that you didn't want me to notice? Are you complicit with any ongoing criminal activity? Did you commit this crime? I have to look it up if I can lie to you. I don't know if I can. That's an interesting move.
Maybe not on a good roll.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up. So that's something to think about, right?
But you have to then build in lies in case I were to use it.
Wow.
That's a great question. I'm trying to think from our last mystery how that might apply.
Seems like the safest thing is just to forego the level, Megan.
Just stay where I'm at.
Yeah,
I mean, I was just thinking I was gonna maybe add just 1 point of cool and call it a day, but
You could. You absolutely could.
so. But I'm thinking, I've got. Sorry, Darius actually did have a really sweet joke just now. I'd love to hear it. You started to pop your collar.
Did I?
Are you okay?
How long ago was this?
Okay, but I'm thinking if I've got 0 in my cool and 0 in my tough, wouldn't it be great to start getting points in that category, and then I would only eventually have successful rolls because my numbers would be so high and powerful?
Yeah. What are the so for my level options, I can max out weird and sharp, but I can never get my cool and my charm as high as those other stats. Is there a similar shape for Gumshoe?
Sorry, is that a question for me? Sorry.
It seems anybody that's looking at the Gumshoe playbook, because I can max out my sharp and weird stat, but I will never be able to get my cool and my charm as high as them. And is there something like that for the Gumshoe?
Rikki can max out her charm 3 times. Well, max out is a tough word, right? But she could add 3 points to her charm, two of it max to cool, 3 to her sharp, and 2 to tough. So she cannot add points to her weird at all.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everyone's a little bit different.
What are cool points worth? I mean, what does it get? Does cool equal influential or what? What is it?
You roll cool with act under pressure, which I've had to use quite a bit. Help out is a cool plus cool.
Yeah, I just always know that when I want to make a stellar move, it's cool. I think my cool is 0.
It's a safe one to upgrade.
Kick some ass is tough, right? Is tough?
Yeah, math is tough. Which is tough. Yeah. Well, tough is for kick some ass, which people really don't want to do. But if you're a brawler, tough would be helpful for that. Sharp is read a bad situation. I believe it's also investigative mystery. Yeah, investigative mystery and read a bad situation are sharp based skills. Megan, you raised your hand.
Yes. In the Haven, would my phone always be charged?
There is outlets?
But no cables.
There's cables too. Just a reminder, the charging thing is completely player made. So the move exists. You could have 1 million cords. Listen, I do this in my personal life. I may not charge my phone overnight. I have a whole thing. We're not on video. I have a whole thing back there to plug in my phone. There are times when I don't plug it in and I wake up like 30%. What happened there?
Lucky. You're swimming in energy.
So the phone rule would still apply if you forgot to charge your phone overnight.
Gosh. All right. Okay,
I choose take a pet. I would like to take a pet.
Oh my gosh, I'm Ash Ketchum.
Yes.
Not everyone gets Pikachu as an option for first. Okay, you said every time I level up, the Haven is an option.
Correct.
Okay. I would like to wait on it.
Okay.
I do want to have more successful rolls, which would lead to more questions to ask that I think are good for beginning versus getting cutting straight to the point. I still want to investigate. I still want to do all these other. I want to have more successful rolls.
Hell yeah.
I made a mistake, Megan, and I apologize to the listeners as well. You could only get +1 cool once. It doesn't have it a second time, which means you've already gotten your +1. I'm not trying to get you to get the hate.
So I can't add to it?
Not yet. Once you do advanced improvements, you can add a +1 to any rating. You've already added your +1 cool for the Gumshoe.
Okay, I've changed it on my sheet, so it says 1 under cool. Yes.
Well, no. You already did the +1 cool. You only get it one time, which you've
During
already done.
mystery.
You started at -1 and you went to 0.
Oh my god. I was so uncool.
You were so uncool. So you can't actually take it twice. That was my misreading.
You know what's also not cool? This whole process. I'll take
The listeners
Haven.
love this shit. I'm not having coerced you into taking a Haven, have I?
Now I gotta get some cool, sweet Gilmore Girls books. Get my phone charged, and hope it's not far away.
What about charm? Are these some of the roles that you want to have better, where you're trying to manipulate somebody and get their moolah? Or whatever?
Oh, I do manipulate a lot, don't I? Or try to.
And sorry, the gumshoe only has 2. You only get to pick 2 of the Haven options. So I also misspoke there. So that changes your mind.
All this misspeaks?
I know. We're going to edit all of it out. No, I'm going to leave it all in. Because I just got a couple experience points. Man, we learn by mistakes.
Okay, so I get 2 points to add to 2 different categories, or just 1 point?
So of the Haven options, you could select 2 of the things I read earlier. So if you pick a Haven, you get 2 of those. I'm throwing in the Gilmore Girls novelization library for free. And the charging station. Okay.
Skipping it. It's gone.
Okay.
I'm saving it. Okay.
What determines where the Haven is? I missed that part.
We haven't decided. That would be role played out.
We just decide. Oh, it's rolled. It's rolled.
Well, no, there's the game function of Megan selecting. We have a Haven now, and then you tell me where it is, how you get it. You know, we create the story together.
Final answer. Final answer.
Yeah.
Give me that extra square for my death category area.
Add extra harm box on the dying side.
Yeah.
It should do that automatically for us, and it did. So you now have 5 on the
Done.
dying side.
Great.
If we do get the Haven at some point, I would just like to suggest the location of the Los Angeles Observatory.
I would love that. I just really hope it's there and not Omaha. You know?
Yeah.
Where's Omaha?
And where's the Griffith Observatory? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like a good place.
I truly was going to try, and I'm still going to try when it comes back up, but I think a lovely mother-in-law suite would be great to our studio building. So if they could just be next to each other, that would be nice.
What is a mother-in-law suite? I don't know what that is.
You know when you have a house and in the back there's another building that's not a garage, but you can put a bed there, there's a little kitchenette, there's a little in-laundry, hopefully in-unit laundry. So it's where like your mother-in-law could stay if
Or live.
if
An
they
ADU.
were like, please, you said you'd let me live with you. You can throw me in the back. And that's where they go.
But you don't have a mother-in-law.
Okay, now's not the time to bring up my personal life.
Producer Mac here. Omaha is about 22 and a half hours from Los Angeles.
It would be.
Oh, that's short.
Is that by Razor Scooter?
Razor Tully?
Razor Tully. Razor Tully
Your
scooters.
Scooter friend.
Great. So we went around the bend and back again. We all learned something, me included. So Rikki, you've selected an extra harm box on the dying side. You're a little more sturdy.
Thank you.
Mitchell, aka Chandler, it's your turn. We've learned so much, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at your level up options. Did you go over as well, or did you hit exactly 5?
No, I had. I was going to check an experience box and found that they were all filled up.
Oh, so you do have one.
So I believe
that rolls over.
Yeah, I have a hanging Chad.
A hanging Chad
of experience.
Well, 2000s reference. I like it. So clear out all but one there, and then for you, Chandler. I'll read these out loud.
Wait, am I clearing them all out, or are you clearing them out?
Except for one. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. As you clear those boxes,
yeah.
you can add
clear.
+1 cool, +1 sharp, +1 tough, +1 weird. Weird is your magic ability. Take another spell slinger move. You can do that twice. Well, on your next level up, but you can do that, 2 times overall. You have the option, take a move from another playbook, which I know Hal has. You can also do that 2 times, in your career. Take another combat magic pick. So I know you didn't use combat magic too much in that last mystery. That could be an option, or another move from playbook, which really opens up things for you, Chandler. So if there's something you would like,
I don't even know what all those moves are.
I don't blame you. There's a lot. So if you're like, boy, Chris, would it be great if I could, kiss a frog and turn them to a princess? I can see if there might be a move that does something like that. For example. Yeah.
That would be good in my real life.
And ironically, since you could pick a move from another playbook, you could pick the expert Get a Haven. And we're right back where we were before. Right? Is that a move? Let me check. Let me make sure I'm not speaking on a turn. Let me go to the expert playbook really quick.
But think of all the partners you could have by kissing so many frogs.
Yeah, is every frog that's kissed turned into a princess?
I don't know. I'll have to look up the wording of the move.
Or do they have to have been a princess who was then turned into a frog? And if I find one of those and I kiss that frog, then it turns back into a princess.
Yeah, much more limited application.
It's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Travel will be good for you.
What, travel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's way more princesses around the world than we think. You'll be kissing.
Are there any abilities of flight from another playbook?
Yeah,
or
let me look.
This one.
Yeah, let me look that up. Let me
fun.
look at the gumshoe really quick here. Where's the gumshoe?
I can fly?
No, no. I'm seeing if your move is actually a move, gumshoe, or that's just a level up thing. It is. So unfortunately, the Haven is not a move to select, so you can't get a Haven. But you want to fly?
What delineates that?
On your playbook, it has the moves. Other things you just get, and the Haven is a thing you just get as an expert.
I see.
Yeah. So you have to actually select it.
Before you dig too deep, just to review, the weird. If I select the weird, the extra box of weird.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what it would be?
Yeah.
Does that make all my magic more powerful? Is that what
it
that's
means
doing?
you're more likely to roll a 10 or higher, for sure. So you would have now a +3 to weird. So when you roll 2d6, you roll 2d6 plus 3 on your weird.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting. And then
That's
there was
tempting.
one, there was a couple options after that. I forgot what it was, and I had I wanted to clarify that.
Perfect. Let's run through it. You can add another spellslinger move, some moves that you didn't pick when you created Chandler.
Oh,
For
maybe
instance,
that was it.
could have been worse. When you miss on a use magic roll, you can choose one of the following options. There's some, so it doesn't completely fail. Enchanted clothing, you can pick up basically a point of armor, essentially.
Yeah.
Forensic divination. When you successfully investigate a mystery, you may ask, what magic was done here, as a free extra question. Go big or go home. When you must use magic as a requirement for big magic, take +1 ongoing for those magic rolls. And I know you love big magic, which we haven't done yet, but I know it's coming. Not my
Thinks he
fault.
loves big magic.
True.
Not my fault.
I might hate
+1 to act under pressure when you're dealing with the consequences of your own spell casting. I think that is all the other spellslinger moves. There's practitioner, mark 2 of the use magic effects, take +1 to use magic when you choose one of those effects. So that's just like more of the you have the forceful wind effect on your magic. You can add that to your effects.
Is that a way to fly?
All right. I'm because I'm thinking maybe the extra weird, but if there was a flight option, how limited would I be in using it, or could I just fly everywhere all the time?
That is a great question.
Probably not.
I believe there is someone who can fly. I believe it is the Divine. So, here's one that is not flying, but is very similar. It's called Angel Wings. This is the Divine playbook. You can go instantly to anywhere you've visited before or to a person you know well. When you carry 1 or 2 people with you, roll plus weird. On a 10+, you all go where you wanted. On a 7 and 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you all are separated or you all appear in the wrong place. So that is not quite flying, but potentially
More like
better.
teleportation, ain't it?
It's kind of teleportation-y. Let me see if there's true flight.
Which would be handy if we had a haven in Arizona. We might need that, but
That is true.
we don't have
Worse,
that haven yet.
Antarctica.
There is a actual play podcast
Oh God!
where they have their haven in a sewer. So all they do is bop in and out. Like there's no door, but they have a person that can do what that is, and they could like go in and out without having to use a door.
I knew Mitchell should have gone first. Now I feel like I should change my answer to Haven.
Final answer.
Final answer, yeah. If you really want to change it, Megan, you could.
But not if it's going to be in a sewer.
The Monstrous Playbook does have just straight up flight.
Wow.
And here's what it says. You can fly.
Just anywhere, all the time, whenever?
You can fly. That's literally it says flight, you can fly.
So I could just like cruise next to Hal and Rikki while they're on Clyde. I'm just like flying right next to them.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, take it. Take it.
Keep in mind, you would be a human being flying up the 405 with everyone watching you fly. But yes, that you absolutely could do
that. That's very tempting. I just wonder if I didn't take that, could I then at any time, I feel like I must have tried this, but what are my magic capabilities of, say, levitating myself for the purpose of temporary flight or to reach a particular point up high? Can I do that stuff?
Last mystery was hard to reach.
There was, I had a lot of clues up on those those ledges. Are like, what is that ledge doing there? Like, who that serves no visual purpose. I had a whole bunch of clues right there. That's a great question. Use magic. When you use magic, you tell me what you're trying to achieve, and then you roll plus weird. And the list of effects does say one option is do one thing that is beyond human limitations. I would say for that effect, and like big magic would be different. Big magic, the possibilities open up much wider. But for regular magic, I would say you're probably more Hulk flight than Superman flight, right? You can probably jump to where it feels like you're flying, right? But Superman flight would probably be beyond the scope of use magic. But I would say big magic, which we haven't talked about too much. Tell me what you want to do, and then you'll do some sort of thing. There's probably a side effect or danger. But if you're like, Chris, for this mystery, I want to be able to fly, we would probably dig into a big magic spell for you to do that.
Well, if I don't go for flight now. What's that?
Oh, sorry. I just said, but then if you take the monster one, you don't even have to roll. You just can't fly.
I just can't fly.
I would want you and I, maybe if you need my help, to tell me how that happens, because you weren't able to fly before and now you can. So we'd have to come up with a, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But you and I would create, did you get, I don't know, bit by a crow? I don't know, whatever it is. Like there has to be, we'll come with a reason as why you now can fly. Oh, would
I have the option to select to have the would I be able to level up to this at another time? Would I have this option later?
Of course you will.
Because maybe I should just go for extra weird and then just make myself airbound when necessary.
Sure. We do have a question from the audience. Megan?
Would the Magic Palace have a problem with flight?
I cannot answer that. That is a great question, though.
Well, I mean, again, if it's anything that's real magic, yeah, they're not going to like it. If you're not doing that thing where you stand with your back to the audience and you're just lifting yourself up on your tippy toe with your wall-facing leg, and just, quote-unquote levitate 3 inches off the ground, then yeah, they're not going to like it.
Did you just
But, who cares at this point?
Trick?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
This is out of character. No one can hear you.
Okay.
Still be careful.
Sometimes it's Alan Thicke in here. It's blurred lines between what's real and what's...
Isn't that Stephen Thicke? His son?
Robin. His name is Robin.
His name is Batman.
What did
I hate that I know that.
No,
you said Alan.
Mike Seaver.
It's okay. It's all part of the growing pains, Megan.
Just give me step by step to get back here.
It's all part of the growing pains of learning names.
Don't put this in.
No. This is just family matters between us. We don't have to reveal this to everybody.
I am curious, Chris. It sounds like Mitchell is leaning towards doing weird anyway, but that teleportation style ability specifically addressed how he would carry passengers with him. The flying one does not. So if he were to choose the flying thing and wanted to bring Rikki and Hal with him on a flight, how would you administer that option?
I think,
Great question.
well, think of it like this. You would be flying with two people in your arms. I mean, maybe you make a little belt for them to strap in, but you could drop them, right? There would be some danger depending on... So,
You're giving me permission?
well, again, picture now 3 people flying through the city of Los Angeles. You're gonna get some attention.
Fair enough.
So that would be probably my counterweight to being able to fly everywhere. And also people are like, holy shit, someone just flew in, you know.
I'm not worried about that part of it because I could make us a blimp costume that we just fly in. I'm just more wondering, am I using my arm strength to hold them up?
Yeah.
I mean, how does that work?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have to do a lot of curls to be able to hold them both. Or even if one flies on my back. Okay.
In my mind, flight is like walking, right? So if you were carrying someone while you're walking, that would be some arm strength. But you know, so you're flying.
Well, I guess that'd be a full body strength.
It would be. You have to do some squats in the gym, I guess.
Also, do I have to negotiate with gravity in any way? Is gravity going to be like, or not, or whoever the grantors of this power, whether it be the gravity gods or whoever, are they going to say, we're going to allow you to fly? You can defy gravity, but as soon as I try to grab somebody else, they're like, fuck off. And then I just can't fly?
I would say this because it does come from the Monstrous playbook. I will rely on the Monstrous in my head, a big Batman, literally a Batman. So if I was a Batman, I would have to pick you up. That would be
Man-Bat, actually, if we're going by DC Comics.
That's trademarked. That's trademarked. So Batman, which is also copyright Rotor Brothers, DC Comics. It would be harder for you to lift off. Like in D&D, how I usually rule it is they fly half speed because there's now extra weight as you fly. A bird picking up another bird, they would probably struggle to take off. So the more weight you're carrying, like an airplane, right? If there's more weight in an airplane, it has trouble taking off and landing and all that good stuff. So I would use that kind of, like if you're like, hey, let me get a bus. Like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to lift a bus on your back.
All right. You know what? This is all great information. And I think I'm going to shove it in my back pocket and think about it for later, because maybe the Nightcrawler stuff would be more practical. But for now, I'm just going to get weird. Just give me some weird. And because then it's probably better to strengthen what I have and then try to expand my arsenal with a bunch of wonky, questionable abilities that are not entirely reliable.
And your sheet update for me? Because it didn't update on my end. Let's see here.
Such wisdom.
Now, if I only chose the extra square because flight was an option, and now flight's not an option, should I go with adding 1 to strength?
We don't have tough, and you don't have access to other playbooks.
Okay.
Yes, you can't fly.
So I'm just weak.
You're strong of heart.
I'm not really cool. I'm definitely not tough. 0 strength.
But you're the brains of the operation, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, all right. Final answer. I'm keeping it. What I got.
Okay, my board still says +1 weird. Should I reload?
No, you're right. It's +2 weird. It's correct. I thought you selected though plus weird 2 as your starting stat. So that's why I think it should say plus. Know. It should be +3.
It says +1, and then it says max +3, but it's +1 right now.
No, so +1 weird, which means the max you can get is +3, but it's not selecting. So I'm going to add it manually. So you should be at +3 weird, which is the max you can have is +3 weird.
Well, what's the stat spread?
He picked the 1012. All for spell slingers, they always start at +2. So that's why I was like, it's not doing it automatically. Yeah, because that's his thing. Weird is his thing. Great. Anything else from all 3 of you? I know that was a deep dive into the mechanics, but it's important.